Sonic Riders was not like that great of a game, but there's still a lot to love about it, right? That game has a very hard learning curve, a very steep learning curve.
Yeah, that's how.
Because you start it and it's like, here's air, here's how you drift, here's how you level up. You know, here's how you can boost and attack people, but while you're boosting, people can ride your turbulence, or whatever, right? So it's like, and Mario Kart's just like, hold A to go forward, and you really don't have to drift if you don't want. And you see people play that game without drifting, and you're like, I honestly can't believe that you're keeping up as well as you are.
Daruni is the best stage, by the way. But to close up Sonic R,
Sonic R or Sonic Riders?
Jesus, Sonic Riders. Yeah, I would agree. Big learning curve, but honestly, like
there's
if
been
you play it enough, you do just get it.
There's a whole community behind. I mean, obviously, there's a community behind. Yeah, and like they've done online components and like made a more competitive version of it.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I need to look that up.
Well, you probably know about Slippy and all that for Melee, right? And Nintendo did this whole first Smash Bros. Melee project. So
Project M. Did they put Slippy in?
It's not Melee, but like these people are not the Brawl thing, but they're. I don't know if it was just one guy, but it was on like the Dolphin emulator or something, but he altered it so that Melee had an online component.
Yeah, I know about this.
Had rollback netcode, so it was way better than any online service Nintendo had to offer. Well, in the last month, I'm sure you've heard something about this. In the last month, there was going to be an online tournament because COVID and shit, right? Like people don't want to meet up.
Nintendo shut it down.
Yeah, because they're like, we don't condone any illegal use of our products or the use of Slippy. Like they specifically mentioned Slippy. Also, I'm gonna get double magic here.
What is Slippy?
It's called Slippi, so it's not spelled like Slippy from Star Fox, but I think they use Slippy as the poster character for it. It's literally, it's the online version of Melee, right? They call it Slippy, and it's this whole rollback netcode so that like...
So they're saying, hey, you can't copy our game, also, like, you can't use...
They're like, we literally just want you to use it on GameCube and shit, and that's the only way that we're cool with you playing Melee.
Gotcha.
So they were like, cease and desist, this whole shit. Fuck playing Melee online, just buy our new stuff and shit.
Yeah.
So, of course, everyone, like Hungry Box and shit, they're like, I love Smash Brothers. It convinced me to get rid of my real job and go full-time. There's all these other people you've never fucking heard about popping up on YouTube, like, Melee is life. You know, I can't believe you do this, Nintendo. Which is kind of funny, right? Because this is a game they didn't even sell. Or they don't sell anymore. But the whole reason Ultimate exists, I'm not saying the whole reason, but a good motivating factor behind Ultimate existing is because people kept asking for Melee HD, right? And then Ultimate came out and they're like, look, here's all these characters that didn't even need to be here. And then Pichu ends up being the best fucking character in the game for like a long time.
Yeah.
But it had like the 8-way air dash and stuff, which was not a thing since Melee. And I don't know, it's just kind of crazy, right? Because they definitely brought some things back from Melee.
Oh yeah, but they'll never, I mean...
The whole system is still a little different. I'm not saying it's flawed.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Melee,
it's still so different. They will never
make that again.
Melee,
And Melee literally exists because it's a flawed game. Like, wave dashing was not intentional.
Yeah.
And you know that. But still... What the fuck? I don't remember this.
Buddha.
Oh. We know what you're gonna... He's gonna get a whole half-second of airtime. To infinity and beyond! Well, we can at least go into the water temple.
Do whatever else you need. Let's get to the water temple.
I don't know if I have enough gas in my tank.
No, that's fine.
The whole bitch.
Yeah, do whatever else you need beforehand.
We just gotta do the ice cavern for the iron boots.
Oh, do we need to do that right now? Is that the next thing?
Yeah. Okay. That's a pretty quick enough.
Oh, it's super fast.
Super fast.
Yeah, Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, to be fair, from Nintendo's point of view, like, they are, you know, people are emulating a product, and I don't know.
It's not like they.
What money's being made out of it.
It's not like they have no reason not to do it, but at the same time, like.
It is so old.
Yeah.
And that's why they're saying, oh, it should just be given a pass. It's like, well, that's not. I mean.
Well, it's just people who got on board with Melee and stuff. Like, a lot of people went on to play Ultimate and stuff because of Melee.
Yeah.
Right? And people. I mean, you and I included, we can see the appeal of Melee, but also, like, the skill ceiling for that game is so high.
Yeah.
And also, that game requires you pretty much to take up getting carpal tunnel to play it, because there are players who've literally been like, in interviews, like, yeah, I went to the doctor, and he told me that I had really bad carpal tunnel, the only way was to stop playing this game. And they're just like, I'll find a way, man. I love Melee too much.
Yeah, there's one guy who plays with a fight stick, kind of looking
really
with Melee. Oh, you and
that's bizarre.
Yeah, it works apparently.
Well, I'm sure it does.
But yeah, he just has his. Yeah, it's essentially just a fight stick, but it's crazy. It's custom made and everything. But
there was a cripple player who played Street Fighter 4, and his name was Broly Legs. I don't think he had, like, full control of his motor skills, so, like, both... Oh, shit.
It's a little Uber.
Did you see it, like, stop for a moment there, too?
Yeah.
Nice little Cocoa Puff. Fuck you, man.
Stupid ball.
Bitch, yeah. Yeah, this dude, Broly Legs, like, he sat in a wheelchair, so he didn't have his legs working, but I think he had, like... half of one of his hands worked, but he would literally play Street Fighter 4 with his tongue.
No way.
So, like, he would be laying on a table sideways, and, like, he could use half of one of his hands, and then he used his tongue.
Oh my god, that's sick.
So, you know how the left shoulder buttons are considered using, like, all three punches or kicks?
All 3 punches.
Yeah, and you can use that for your ultras, or if you want to use an EX move, it works the same, right?
Yeah.
But he was like, I was a little bit restricted in playing this character because if I wanted to use an EX move or an Ultra, I had to, like, commit. Because I couldn't just press 2 buttons. I had to press the one button that was, like, all 3 buttons. I mean, you get that because you played that game. But, like, yeah, this dude would literally lay on a table, like, sideways.
So he's looking at the screen sideways?
And play with his mouth.
Jesus.
And he played Chun-Li, which is, like, a bit of a technical character, honestly. And he
character.
He played her pretty well. Like he
could probably whip my ass.
He played well enough to go against competitive people, right?
Yeah, goddamn.
So it's kind of like, fuck.
That's crazy. I'm sure they must have something better out there that he can use to play with a disability. Because Xbox has, like, those adaptive controllers and everything nowadays. So
yeah.
I mean, who knows? Was he playing on he was using, like, an Xbox 360 controller?
Use the pad, yeah.
Or, he was using a pad.
Well, I mean, the same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess when we refer to pad, it's like the Xbox controller, but it has, like, the 3 buttons on top, right?
Yeah, the Genesis
layout.
layout.
I don't think it was like that. It was just a typical Xbox controller.
Gotcha. Damn.
There was a guy who played... He's pretty big in Street Fighter 5 now, but in 4 he played Dudley, which was considered like a bottom-tier character.
What's his quote?
Smug.
What?
Oh, Dudley's... he's got a lot. You have no dignity. No. Gutter trash.
Give me one that he always says.
Machine gun blow!
Yes.
That was such a cool move, right? I love that move.
Oh, yeah.
But man, that character was, like, not that good. 'Cause I played Bison and I played Dudley, and, like, Bison was definitely better than Dudley.
This shall become your grave!
And I was, like, so excited to play him in 5 that I'm like, what the fuck did they do? What did they do to you?
What did they do? Come here!
He was strictly, like, mid-tier in Street Fighter 4 because he didn't have any, like, big offensive moves. He still had pretty good attacks, but, like...
that crouching Hard kick. Jesus.
The sliding thing?
Yeah, fuck.
But if he blocked that, then he's just totally fucked, dude. Like, if you can crouch block that move, he's just like, oh.
Oh, I guess it's the part where I get grabbed. Oh, he's covered in red.
So I don't know if I said this to you before, but I think a couple of the reasons you feel like, and I think we did have this conversation.
Bro, I know you're gonna be like, oh, you like 5, no, you are inferior
the reason
to
you
call
think,
yourself a human being.
No, I'm not gonna take that route. But the reason you think that Street Fighter V is faster than 4 is because 1, you went from Goken to Cammy. That's already a pretty dynamic shift.
Oh yeah.
And also in Street Fighter V, you can die in like 3 optimized. You can die in like 3 semi-optimized combos in Street Fighter V, whereas in 4 it takes like 4 like good combos to kill somebody off. So yeah, 4 feels a little bit slower in that regard because you die a little slower.
Yeah, and I played 4 recently. I popped it in Steam and
just like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's fast. It's fast. Well, and a reason I noticed that also because the last time we played 4 and I kind of had that.
It's the amount of buttons you have to press in the little amount of time, right? Like 5 is a little more streamlined than that, because they want your combos to feel a little more free-flowing. They also wanted to accommodate for people playing online. Kind of the same thing with Melee, right? Like, that shit pretty much requires you to have no lag to play that game optimally.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like a dulled-down experience. Like,
otherwise, it's like a turn-based RPG. Am I right?
Am I right, fellas?
Hey, am I right, fellas?
Ladies? any gamer girls out there? You like your Elder Scrolls?
Hey,
I bet you do.
You play that there,
Fortnite?
Fortnite, fucking PUBG.
PUBG.
Overwatch.
I'd rather people play PUBG than Fortnite. And I feel like PUBG just has to have one of the most toxic gamer base. I don't even know shit about that game. I just know with a name like that. It's not kid friendly.
It was.
I fucking sniped you from 1.5 miles away because this game has realistic physics. Get on my level, you fucking scrub.
All I know about it is that it was, upon initial, like, beta release, it was glitchy as fuck.
Yes.
And people were still just like, oh,
winner, chicken dinner.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, when you win, it's like, winner, chicken dinner. Look at this silly little quote in this serious game. For fucking sweaty-ass neckbeards.
Fortnite was, I mean, when it was, like, first got released, it was buggy as fuck.
Oh.
It was, I mean, the concept was still so cool, like, and I get it. Like, I played it for a couple days.
Everybody but me played the fuck out of it.
I mean, I would not say I played the fuck out of it. I played it because I had friends who would play, and we'd play it, like,
God damn,
like an hour or two. And
man, I work with people that would be like, fuck, bro, I'd be up till like 5 in the morning playing that shit, and be like, oh, damn, look at the time. I can start having too much fun.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. You know what? Like, I already did that. Like, I already did that with COD and Halo. Like,
I just have a whole, like, resilience towards highly popular games. I can't help it. I'm like, oh, everyone's playing that? Fuck that. I'll see you guys later.
I mean, I don't think you should be resilient towards
get as much credit as they deserve while they're getting overshadowed by the post-Malone video games.
I mean, that's fair. It's fair to give credit where
it won't, like,
it deserves to be.
Fortnite won't even die because at this point, it's like piggybacking on the success of other things like Marvel, right? Remember they put all the Avengers in it and shit? And they're like, look, we know Fortnite's dead, but you like Spider-Man, right? So, we put Spider-Man in there, and now you can pretend to be the Avengers playing this stupid-ass game. And people are like, oh, fucking, I'm gonna buy the PS4, but I want the Fortnite PS4, which is, might I add, the exact same price as a normal PS4 that just has a fucking... Because Fortnite is a free game! But yet they will sell PS4s with Fortnite on the front of it.
I'm sure
because
you get
they know that will help
you get
sales.
like a few Fortnite bucks. with this?
5 V-Bucks.
Is that what they're called? V-Bucks?
I hate that I know that. But yeah, like, they will literally sell PS4s at the same price.
Victory Bucks? Victory Royale Bucks?
Virgin Bucks.
Version?
Virgin.
No.
Virgin Bucks. Like, they will literally sell...
5 more Virgin Bucks, I'm gonna lock Thanos.
That's what baffles me, dude, is they will sell PS4s at the exact same price. One of them has Fortnite on the cover, and the other is like, oh, it's just a PS4 with a terabyte, right? Like, I want the Fortnite one, because that's all I'm gonna play.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, well, you gotta think, like, if a parent is buying it...
For a stupid fucking kid, yeah.
They're gonna be like, well...
You're like, well, we got you the normal one because they didn't have the Fortnite ones. It's okay, we can still download Fortnite. Yeah, no, I want to return it because I want the Fortnite PS4. It's not like it has any engravings or decals in the system either. It's literally just
a cardboard
on the fucking box. Crazy, man. Marketing has changed much, and I'm disgusted.
Dude, okay, to be fair, like, I know you just went on a huge rant about, like, I get it. I get it.
Shit. Game.
But would you rather be where we were about, 10, 15 years ago, more like 12 years ago, with all the motion control stuff, where we had, like...
Yes.
You would?
If it means no Fortnite. I'll take Sonic and the Secret Rings over Fortnite, I said it. Nobody agrees, I know. I don't even agree. I don't give a fuck.
No. I mean, I just feel like...
What the fuck?
Wow.
Times were simpler back then, alright?
Times were simpler. I
look at these motion controls, they're actually pretty shitty, but you don't
I feel like it's more of the community rather than the software, because nowadays, I mean, we might have microtransactions and all that stuff, but we still have... And I mean, microtransactions are on
remember Horse Armor?
Yeah.
That was like the first microtransaction. Everyone's like, $2? What the fuck? And now they're like, $20 for this legendary League of Legends skin I'm in.
That's a fucking deal.
Now I'm gonna buy this and play this character because the skin makes me god.
Yeah, oh my god, that was... It is crazy to think about that, because I remember seeing that as a kid, I was like
the
you
horse
would
armor
actually
thing.
Have me pay $2 for this little
cosmetic
texture.
Yeah.
It's like, no fucking way. And then nowadays, it's just such a norm.
It's like, you don't have to play the game if you want to look cool. It's alright.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about it is, I actually watched a whole history on this the other day, some YouTube video. I think it was Actman.
Yeah.
That guy, yeah, shout outs. If you're watching. Definitely not.
Too busy being popular.
One YouTube video.
Just pops up in his recommended feed like 5 years later, because that's apparently how YouTube works anymore.
But, anyway, he goes into the history of microtransactions, and there was this... It all leads back to, like, this one dude in EA who sort of, like... He puts it as a metaphor as, like, biting the forbidden fruit, like biting the apple. Like...
Biting.
Like, anyone could have turned on microtransactions at
someone
any time.
had to do it, yeah.
And it was like once you did it, like everything went to shit because you got you reaped the rewards,
and everyone else is like, oh.
But then exactly, everybody else started doing it too, and that's when it became a problem.
To different effectivenesses and
because he put like EA's revenue, because I think oddly enough, like one of the first games to do it was like FIFA and shit. So those normies are all about it. And it was just they're buying these like hard packs of players that you could use on your fantasy team or whatever. And EA's revenue just like skyrocketed like crazy.
And they're like, holy shit, why didn't we do this originally?
Exactly, and obviously then every single fucking game after that had them, and it just spiraled out of control, and then, Battlefront 2 happened, and we've just now started to... I mean, because there was, lawsuits, people calling it gambling, and...
Yeah.
And all and it wasn't being taxed either. It was, like, all straight revenue for the developer, so it was just, like, it was...
Because all the people who cared about that are just fucking boomers that don't know
Yeah.
Piss from shit, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're just selling video games. That's all I need to know. So I know you didn't really play Guild Wars 2.
Well, I played it.
But I mean, you know that's a game. That's in one of those rare MMOs where it's like you buy it and you don't have to pay a monthly subscription to play it.
That's crazy.
But goddamn, are the microtransactions everywhere? Like, and it's a bunch of cosmetic shit, right? And it changes every week. But man, they will charge like $5 to $20 for things. And like, I'll admit, I didn't spend a lot, but there are definitely some things that were like, wow, one shot. There were definitely some items that were like, I don't care how much it is, I have to have it. And it's like, you can only buy it with real money and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it's that whole, I don't have to pay the monthly thing, right? Because you have the...
Yeah.
You have your reference level set from other MMOs and shit, where it's like, oh, I want to support the company, even though that's not what I think when I buy it. It's just like, I want this cool fucking shit. But yeah, you can tell with a game like that, because they don't have the monthly subscription, they're like, we're just going to put microtransactions everywhere. And, like, I don't know if it's like this in RuneScape. Like, can you check the global exchange from anywhere, or do you have to go to the building and look on it?
You can only...
Like in WoW, you have to go to the auction house to see what's on it and what the prices are.
You can only...
If you had an add-on, right? But this is without add-ons.
Yeah, without add-ons.
You have to go to the location and check it. Okay, so in Guild Wars, you can pull up the auction house, if you will. You can sell and deposit items for auction anywhere in the world. And you can open it up, and you can look at things and buy it from anywhere in the world. But when you press the key that opens the tab for that, before you see the auction house, you see all these microtransactions. It opens the store, right? And then you have to click on a tab to go to the... Yeah.
Thinking about putting down some money today?
So it's literally like, oh, I know what you want to do, but here's something, maybe you want to spend some money, right? And it's just like...
Maybe I want some of these.
Every time you open it, you're just like, oh, God, I don't want to fucking do this right now.
It's the equivalent of, like, going into a McDonald's and, like, somebody, like, popping out with a trench coat and, like, opening it up.
Look at all these mount skins. Look at all these weapon skins, right? They literally call Guild Wars 2 Fashion Wars because, like, when you get to the end game and you get your armor and shit, like, the best armors kind of look samey.
Gotcha.
And you just get skins and you transmog it or whatever, right?
By the way, how cool did that room look?
This is one of my favorite looking
like
rooms
black.
in this game.
I like it. It's black and
they
cyan.
Kind of fucked this up in the remake.
Really?
Like
they make it dark blue.
They got rid of this whole galaxy-esque looking wall type of shit. It's kind of just
looks like Super Mario.
Looks like Star Fox 64, baby.
Can't let you do that, Star Fox.
Star Fox. I need to get another fire before I leave.
What the heck?
What the fuck?
Oh.
And she's like, oh, you can't breathe underwater forever.
Do you have... You have a boot?
Yeah, I just got the iron boots. I need to go get another blue flame so I can release the Zora key.
Oh yeah.
Without having to spend like 200 rupees.
Oh yeah. Mario died.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So when you go, I think I'm going out. No, I'm going in. When you go underwater with the boots, I definitely should have my legs chopped off there, by the way. When you go underwater without the boots, you have a certain amount of time before you drown. And I think the more hearts you have, the longer timer you have. So when you have 3 hearts, you don't have like any fucking time.
Wait.
When I go under...
More hearts, more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up.
Word.
Word up!
Word.
Gonna turn around real quick and block this. Fuck you. Okay. It's gonna be like that.
Word up, Vex.
Okay, here I go.
Okay, here we go.
God, sorry. You're gonna have to fight Sephiroth. And Poya! I'm gonna find some... Oh, sorry, that's not my line. Donald's like,
There's some
Ratatouille.
I have not even. I don't think I'll play that DLC. Dude, the freaking. Did you see the music one they just released?
Yeah.
Dude, $60.
Yeah, I
what
know.
the?
I watched the Johnny review.
That's highway.
That's like a
robbery, dude.
That's a $20 game, man.
That's a free game.
I was like, is this actually sponsored by Squeenix? Or Disney or whoever? I thought it was just a fan game when I first saw it pop up on YouTube, and they're like, "No, this is."
Yeah, it was kind of like out of nowhere. It was kind of like here it is. Probably because it didn't take me time to fucking make.
Yeah, I can't believe that was a $60 game.
$60.
That shit's gonna get a price discount real quick.
And like I fucking almost guarantee it's like it follows and moves the main plot.
Yeah,
that's what they do.
As long as 2 people buy that game, they'll have made money on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's responsible for it? Nomura? Yeah. Nomura, like, took a shit, and, like, that's what came out of his ass, and he's like, oh,
we can sell this. People will buy anything. I just want my Kingdom Hearts fixed.
$60, dude. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Like, I am so done with that franchise.
After 3?
I love... Oh, yeah. I knew 3... I knew 3 wasn't going to live up to the hype. Which it didn't.
Bought it anyways.
Yeah, I bought it anyway. It was a fine game. I just knew it wasn't going to live up to the hype. But... Yeah, I'm done. I love the original. Dead. The original is one of my, like, all-time, like, most favorite games of all time, and always will be, but, I mean, everything...
After that's just kind of a joke.
Everything after 1 is just
a mess.
It is. And, I mean, I really like 2. I really like a lot of the other ones, like Birth by Sleep and Chain of Memories, but,
you can just tell where it's going.
Yeah, you can tell where it's going, and 1 is the only one that holds any, like, real... like sentimental value and stuff. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's definitely not it. I mean, I got...
You're trying to play the Bolero?
No. I'm trying to go back to the Temple of Time.
Oh.
Did I not get that song? Damn. Okay, so...
Guess we getting on Epona.
I can do this instead. Because this is so much faster.
Nintendo! Sega!
Dude, their marketing campaign was so weird back in the day.
Oh, I loved it.
Wait, what do you know? I didn't even have to fucking walk back. Look at that big old magic meter.
Do you remember that? I mean, all 90s commercials were weird. But do you remember that Star Fox 64 one where there's like a guy wearing a Sega shirt? Oh, what is it?
Is that the one where is that the one where they're like keeping him captive?
Yeah.
And it's like Crash Bandicoot and Sonic and shit, and they're like, "Tell us about your new technology." He's like, "I'll never tell you."
Yeah, it's Sony and Sega, and they're like they've captured a guy wearing a Nintendo shirt, and they're like, "Tell us about this new Star
gonna
Fox
burn this Mario plushie or something." He's like, "Okay, I'll talk."
Not Mario.
How about this awesome Rumble Pack? It'll make you jizz 5 times. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, they're like
unheard of.
Fuck.
Like we don't have that. They really were duking it out back then, right? Because like,
oh yeah,
the most recent form of rivalry I can remember between companies was the Xbone and PS4 with the game sharing, right? Because they did that whole video where they were like, "Here's how you share games with friends on PS4." Thanks.
Thanks.
And until then, I mean, it was always like, this is the definitive version, or this is the definitive console. But like, the last time I can really remember people like dogging on each other was like the 90s consoles, right? Like even PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, it didn't seem like they were really like, PlayStation does what Nintendo don't, right? Oh shit, we can't claim that.
No, well, okay, so just the other day...
And then Sega's like, we're just gonna stick to making games and not systems. Because you guys don't appreciate the future.
We're still trying to make Sonic good.
And not doing it.
And failing.
Literally took the console out of the equation and somehow the games got worse. I don't understand. The fuck, guys?
No, so there was... Xbox tweeted from their Twitter account. This was during the PS4 pre-orders. Because it was when a bunch of people were having issues getting any stock, and Xbox was like, "Oh, don't worry, like we are well prepared for this." And they're like below.
Everyone's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
There's just a bunch of comments like, "Nobody fucking wants an Xbox."
They really shot themselves in the foot with that whole game sharing thing, right? Or the like,
oh yeah,
it burns your ID onto the disc or something as soon as you put it in, so you can't share this game with anybody. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Did you think people are gonna be like, oh yeah, this is my game?
Well, no, so people will buy their own, and they make.
Yeah, I know, but like everyone could see that, like plain as day, right?
Yeah.
And like. Everyone can say, yeah, that's just how a company is trying to make their money, but at the same time, like, fuck that, dude. Like we were just saying with Link's Awakening remake, right? You're like, that's the game that you want to borrow. Like, you buy it, no one wants to buy it, but everybody wants to play it. So one person gets it, and they're like, hey, can you borrow this? And like, I unintentionally let two people borrow and play that game after the first borrower.
Yeah, so there's like people. What you're saying is people have a limit. People have a limit to where, you know, even if it's something that I do really want,
and you can be proud of it being like your game and stuff, right? Like I paid for this. This is my game. But at the same time, it's like, what the fuck? Why?
Oh no, I don't.
Why can't other people play this?
I don't think many people think like that, but.
People like their ownership.
Oh, that's fair, but I mean, I think at the end of the game, or at the end of the day, people just want to play the fucking game, and I think Xbox, they were, they thought they were just gonna, people were just going to blindly follow them.
Yeah. They were really feeling themselves after the 360 conquered the PS3.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing with that generation was the whole PSN was free, so the connectivity was dog shit compared to Xbox,
and
right?
everybody got their fucking information stolen.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Dude, PS3 had a shit ton of problems that gen, like with the overpriced console. Like they kind of got they really had to check themselves.
And then here comes, why the fuck is the owl there? What does he have to do with any of this? I don't want to see that shit.
He has to do with everything. Get off my face, Jesus!
Yeah.
Fucking nasty ass horse.
Smell like diarrhea.
Oh my god!
There she goes. Oh, fuck out of here. She'll come back. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds. Come back.
Come on back, gold girl. Get on back now.
One.
Two claps this time.
Where'd she go? Alright, I really thought she was coming back. She's nowhere to be seen. Alright, I had to go back and learn that bullshit real quick, because I don't think I can get to Lake Hylia without the horse.
Oh, the Jors.
The Jors. Yep. Oh shit. I lost this speedrun.
Alright,
I read
that's a reset.
I read the stones. We gotta do this whole thing
back
over
to the
again.
Deku Tree boys.
Here, let me just slam the table real quick. Yeah. I'm gonna do this again. I gotta do it just like last time. Honestly, like
my balls are dropping.
I know you didn't play this until you're older, but like, even though you do that multiple times, like pulling the sword out and putting it in, still just fucking epic.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, I think the music and the whole the cutscene that goes with it, right? It could have just been you push a button and you like warp into the adult Link.
I
right?
want to be amazed.
Yeah, I want to be fucking amazed. Hey, what do you know? The mountain calmed down a little bit. It's not looking so... not so deathly anymore.
The way that he just skipped across the screen was so fucking funny. He was looking so fabulous. Just...
Got that little bit of whimsy to him.
Yeah, just a little bit of whimsy.
Oh!
Oh, Yugi boy.
Ronald. Pop, shit.
It's Leviosa. Go on, Harry.
Go on, Hara.
Go on, Harry.
Harris. I refuse to walk.
What if I can't get it up?
I'm so nervous. Oh.
I'm going in Leviosa.
He's literally just like the spirit of lust. Everything is sexual to him. Gotta go get my horsey. I gotta pay Luigi. There's some people in Kakariko.
Does he
spreading rumors? What?
Does he have a different outfit in this game compared to Majora's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they just wear
nice.
They wear like overalls and shit. They're just.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't remember
around.
him dressing up like Kefka in this
All
one.
razzle dazzly.
Yeah.
The Kefka.
I didn't. That was literally the first thing that came to mind. I mean, he's just like a clown, like a jester.
He's got the whole it's not a coif, right? The neck piece.
Yeah, I don't know what to call that.
Come on, you stupid bitch. No! Come back.
Get your face. Hey, remember me? We met
Remember
for like
me?
5 seconds.
I need to show you this video. Every time we say remember me, so they made a Metroid game. After Prime 3, they made Other M, and I'm sure you've heard about that game. At least a little, how fucking bad it was.
That's the only thing people say about it.
But they tried to, like, flesh up on Samus's, like, personal life and her connections to people, because Metroid games are all about isolation,
Yeah.
and you're on your own, but, like...
You're a robot.
She used to be a... Are you a robot? She used to be a kid and stuff, and like her parents are dead.
Yeah.
Typical hero story, but there's like a whole Space Federation and stuff, and you don't really get much backstory on them. When you want, hey young man, do I know you? Can you just fucking race me?
This one they do.
Yeah, so in Other M they try to. Okay. I think I need to do this second time. Whatever. So yeah, in Other M, they try to like flesh out her backstory a little bit, and they're like, here's all these fuck boys you really don't give a shit about. But like okay, long story short, you actually like meet people in the Space Federation and stuff, and there's all these like troops that come in, and one of like I think it was the E3 trailer for the game or whatever, there's one of the Federation guys, and he's like, remember me? And he has like an Iron Man mask, right? Like the head plate lifts up and shows his face, and it's just this black guy. And he's like, remember me? And everyone in the comments is like, I don't know who the fuck you are. Like, who the fuck is this guy? And like, they didn't put a name on him, so he was just referred to as Mysterious Black Dude, which was acronymed as MBD.
I was gonna say, please tell me they did call him MBD.
So like, every time, and like, Dacian gets the joke too, right? But like, every time I hear "Remember Me," I just see them remember me. And you might have to put this in the video, because I'm going to show you after this horse race. But everyone's like, who the fuck are you? I don't know you, motherfucker. And he's like, remember, which, spoilers, ironically, because there's like a whole troop of like 5 or 6 Federation forces. The black guy, not only does he not die first, he's the only character out of all of them that does not die at all in the game. And like, there's a cutscene where it looks like he falls to his death and stuff, and he comes back later and he's like, "Hey, princess, thought you had to do this alone, huh?"
Oh my
Even though he's
God.
like fucking worthless.
Jesus.
But yeah, his name is Anthony. Look at this guy. He's like, "Shoot, I didn't think I would lose to Mario." Blue Mario. How about another race? If you win, You can keep the horse! Okay, I guess I didn't get to say yes or no, so we're just doing it.
I guess I don't have a choice.
No, fuck you, man. Yeah, okay, good game. Once you get him behind you, you can just kind of cock block him. If you're good at that sort of thing. Like this.
If that's your king.
Yeah, if you're a dominatrix like that. No, fuck it. I'm spinning the whole shebang, boy. I lost. Fuck. What's up with that horse? Is that a pony?
Dude, that's a John, man.
How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on the race and lost. Shoot. And I am a man of my word.
At least he's a man of his word.
However, I'll never let you leave this ranch.
Oh yeah, what a dick. I remember that.
So
yeah, you just gotta jump out another way.
I would always fucking go there. Like, you can literally jump over any fence.
Yeah.
But it's especially satisfying when you just fucking go right over his head. Come on! Ha ha ha! You can't control that horse for shit. Because it controls exactly like a tank. Alright, you know what? We're not stumbling this boy. We're just gonna go through the chickens. And get the fuck out of here. Please jump. Thank you. Nay,
honestly, I think that is a really cool, because they maintain that character, like, being sort of a cock, and they give, like, the player the freedom
the
satisfaction to figure that out. You know, it's cool, it's, you know, it's kind of rebellious to...
You could just save the game and go back to the Temple of Time, but you still don't get the horse, right? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, so do you have to get the horse
escape
every time?
No, you can call her now. But I think until you jump out of the ranch... you can't, like, call her with the song. Which is funny as fuck, because I feel like she just goes back to the ranch, and he just, like, lets her stay there, and then you play the song, and she's
he,
just
lets her out. Or
no, she just jumps the
jumps
fence,
it,
yeah. Which is like, does she just jump it to get back in, or something?
She jumps to get back in, yeah.
He's like, what the fuck is up with this horse? Man, what the fuck?
Man, what the...
I thought we got rid of this horse, yeah.
Man, what the fuck? I thought we got rid of these things.
So
hey, yo, no!
I don't... Oh yeah, I already learned the song to get here, so I just need to go down there. Keep. I'm okay.
I'm okay, Dad.
I'm gonna...
So this is all...
Go ahead.
Oh, this is where you get the sun song. You shoot the arrow in the sun.
I have the sun song, dude.
Don't you shoot an
the
arrow?
Scarecrow song.
Okay, yeah. That's the one. Damn, this area is huge.
Just like Hyrule Field.
God, it is wild.
Just way too big.
Way past cool.
Well, back then people didn't really give a fuck about how they spent their time, and now it's just like, because this was the game, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you had it back then, you're like, this is all I need and nothing else.
I can die.
And now it was like, oh,
I could retire and just, you know, get some food to last me till death, a comfy chair, and die.
Well,
just some ramen packs.
I would do this, but I don't want to.
No,
I really don't feel like doing it.
So
we're just gonna call it right now. Thanks for sticking around. Love you guys. Tip your waitresses. Hopefully, I know that's his line. Stole that shit. All right, guys. See you in hell. Gonna crash the system.